Alright, and we are back with another video in the Buffalo Bulls College Dynasty. Things are going well. We're looking at the recruits right now. We have some scouting, some scouting points to spin, but more importantly, if you go look at the squad real quick, if you remember, had a nice little win streak. We are still undefeated. I don't know how long this will last. With the bye week coming up, we're going to go ahead and sim and see how things look. But let's be honest, right now, I'm feeling pretty damn good about how things are going. You can see here, Kent State 6-2. We'll see them. We'll see UMass. We'll see Northern Illinois. But obviously, the big ones for us in conference are going to be Bowling Green and Kent State. If we can beat those two teams, we can possibly be playing for the MAC crown. I don't think it's going to happen. I still think we have some issues defensively we need to iron out, but we'll see. I want to look at something really quick here and see if they have played each other, and if so, who won. Bowling Green, Kent State. Bowling Green rolled Kent State. Kent State lost to Bowling Green, who Bowling Green was in conference. Northern Illinois. We haven't played them yet. Okay. So it should be on the other side. Let's see what they're looking like on the west. No one's undefeated in that division, so yeah, we'll see. We will see. Kind of like where we're going. Fast forward, so we're at the bye week right now. Let's look at scouting. Click back on my squad. I don't have to worry about anything in terms of that. Let's see if we can have some. Fingers crossed that we have some good stuff here. Recruits. Who we're going after. And targets. We have a bunch of scout points. We do have one more scholarship, so I need to find someone to give this scholarship offer to. 5 points. No recruiting points, so really can't do much more with that. Really no one. Robert Hatfield, 60 interest. I think that's really about all that we can do here. Not gonna do it on Jones, it's not worth it. And then we'll have to kind of see what happens afterwards. So let's look at Hatfield, or as I say, Jones. I'm gonna offer him, but I want to see. What are we looking at here? Akron is really the only other school going after him. He is also not scouted, so we can do that. Drop 20 in there. I'm actually gonna drop some into him too. Oh, I kind of have everything I need. Okay. Let's go to sim, see what we're looking at here, and hopefully some good things will happen. I don't know if we have. Let me look at just the MAC now. Not so concerned with the top 25, even though, hey, you know, we're right down there, sitting at 25. So we'll see if we can hold on to it. Let's look at the MAC, Mid-America Conference. There's a couple teams I obviously have my eye on right now. They aren't playing, so we'll just sim it, and we will get to next week. Alright, we drop in the polls. We dropped by 1, but we know it's because we didn't play, which, you know, totally fine with. Looking here. Oh, we got the mother load here. Let's go. We got a bunch of guys. We lost a bunch of guys, too. It looks 3. Syracuse, Rutgers, and South Carolina. I'm okay with that. See, again, I would like to get stars. You know, try to sneak in a 4-star if I can. 5's not going to happen. We'll sneak in a 4, but look at what we got. We got 2 tackles. We got tight end, a corner, defensive end, and running back. And I just gave Hatfield a scholarship offer and he signs right away. We're doing what we need to do. So now with these 3 off the board, we should have some of our recruiting points back. I'll take that. What did they say about him anyway? Above average potential for development. Okay, so that worked out well. Pair his hands. IQ for our receiver. Cone, intelligence, I like that. Now we play Kent State. They average 32 points a game. They allow 28. We will see what happens in this game. Also want to look at the standings. Before we look at the recruiting, I want to look at the standings. Again, just to do it. We have had pretty much all of our bye weeks. They're going to be playing all the way throughout because they've already played 6 conference games. How? Just think about that. Oh, because we have no, they have non-conference games they must be playing. That must be what it is. Like, huh? What's going on? So, yeah, we'll see. Everyone has 2 losses though. I didn't catch that. So I didn't see that. How did they lose another game? I didn't even see a Bowling Green was playing. Also Central Michigan. Yeah, they played. I didn't even notice. Miami, Ohio lost to Kent State. So there you go. We have a perfect path now. It's not going to get much better than this. We've got 4 more conference games, and they are all. We just need to win 3 for sure. We need to win 3. But I mean, honestly, I prefer to win them all. But all we have to do is win 3. So before we even get into the game, let's look at recruiting because now some things are going to have to change. I don't want the strategy. Recruits. Targets. Yeah, we get some recruit points back. So now we need to look at what we're doing. Highest interest, our punter. Like if you just want to sign with us, that'd be nice at this point. Maxed out. Pretty much at this point, we're just maxing guys out. This running back, his interest of 8. I mean, I don't think he's magically going to change his mind. But weirder things have happened. Jones is a 10. Punter, 98. Like the punter we should be able to sign. Don't even know why we haven't signed him yet. Alright. We're focused on games now. Let's go in, see what we can do. Bama, 3. They'll say Cincinnati ranked number 1. I didn't catch that. See it? I would love for Cincinnati to get a shot there. It was a close game, an OT game. That's probably not going to bode well for them. A close game against a non-ranked opponent. Kentucky, upset, probably not. Nope. Hangs, but can't do it. SCSU at 6-1. That's a big win. That helps them out, but it also helps me out too, because that's an 18 team they're gonna drop. No, if we can win our game, we're in business. So now that we actually have to start paying attention to what's going on in our conference, let's look at some other things. Bowling Green, Miami of Ohio, and Kent State are who we're looking at. Kent State loses pretty convincingly. Bowling Green wins convincingly. We have UMass coming up too, so hopefully they do the same for us. Alright, so let's sim and see what happens. And we replace Colorado State at 18. Ooh, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. Let's look at, I won't look at the emails, but let's look at that's a big one. When I look at the division, it was going to be good. And we actually we dominated in the second half. The first half was close, but we dominated the second half. I outscored him 30-7, the 3-point game at the half. And we scored to put ourselves up. dominance. I'll take it. I got a safety, 4 touchdowns. King and interception return. Oh, you know what? I got a clap on that one. Rare. So it looks like I have made the right decision at quarterback. 1928, 3 TDs. One that I wasn't sure of when the season started, but dude has been excellent so far. I wish the turnovers were down, but 21 TD passes I'll take. Perry, dominant in the run game. Buck 23. I like what we're getting from the receiver position. It's spread out. No missed kicks. They missed a kick. Always nice to see that. This is the most sacks we've had in the game. 5 sacks, 1 interception. Passes defended, I'll take. Very, very, very happy with what I'm seeing from this team right now. And if we go look at the standings, oops, forgot, got to back out. If we go look at the standings now, we're sitting good. So Kent State was one of those teams with 2 losses. Now it's Miami of Ohio and Bowling Green, and we have the tiebreak over Miami of Ohio. Bowling Green is the one. If they can start to slip up, we're in good shape. Let's check out the emails, and then we'll look at recruiting. All right. I wish there was a way that you could sort this, but as you can see, there is not. Anyway, UMass. They average 26. They give up a lot because they have a losing record. Obviously, don't have to look too much into that. Training report, good. Recruiting. Ramsey went to another school. Bishop went to another school. So he rejected. We didn't even offer Ramsey, so that's fine. Let's go look at recruits. Our prestige is up to 46 or 46 now. It should continue to go up if we can finish the season well. See if there's anyone that is recommended for us. Look at another tight end. Recruited by Charlotte. Think we could offer this guy. Yeah, I think we could offer this guy. So let's add him. There are no 4s, it's all 3s. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay. You know, what else do we need right now? We could use another corner. I don't see any 3-star corners though. I'm really not worried about some of the other positions. I am worried about corner though. 2-star. Let's go to corner. Because we are going to need to improve there. So we need to actually find some guys. We got, because we're in New York, so we have Ohio. I need to see where Hoover Height is. Where is that? Also Ohio. New Jersey's a 2-star. Waynesville, North Carolina. And we'll go with Wilkins. Because I am going to need to get some corners. So let's go to targets. And let's drop all the way down to the bottom. Or not. I think what we had tight end and corners. Just make it easy on ourselves. Okay. Schedule interview. Offer a scholarship. And I'll do the same for the corners too, just so I can start to make some progress here. So we did get 1 3-star. If we can get another, I think that'd be great. We're obviously not going to get this guy. I'll schedule anyway. Schedule. Problem is I don't have max points. I'm gonna max out on the corners for sure, and then this will be where we're gonna struggle, because I need to find a way of being able to get some points. So where do I want to look? Nah, screw it. We'll get back to that. I have to start somewhere, but let's start with scouting them. And then will be an interesting game against UMass. So our first game really ranked, and we'll see if we can hang in there. And if we can, I'm not even saying move up, see if we can finish top 20 this season. Thankfully, it's not a conference game, but that's a little bit of an ouch there. First loss of the season on the road, and we drop all the way down to 36. 52 to 30. What happened in this one? We got behind big. We actually cut it to 11, but just really couldn't do much of anything else. I always hate the last stuff. I feel like every time we lose, we give up a score at the end of the game. One turnover. They fumbled the ball 4 times, so there's opportunities there, but I'm looking first downs and third down. We didn't defend it. We didn't convert. We didn't stop the run. And we had far more penalties than they did, so not a good game. Quarterback didn't play bad, but it's not a good game. Couldn't stop the run. And too many penalties, so you don't know what effect those had on the game. You have to go by play to really get a deep dive to see, but can't have that. Can't have that. So we're not ranked anymore. That was quick. Then we look at Northern Illinois, and then we got Army. So let's see what happened in terms of this. Locker room report. Yeah, I would be enjoying the season too, even with the loss, would be fine. Northern Illinois, great offensive team, so we're definitely going to have our work cut out for us. It'll be a high-scoring game. We'll see what we're able to do. Upton, so that helps with strength. Kind of have good stuff going there. I like what we have training-wise. Things are going well. Okay. We got a 3-star. And a lot of the 4-stars we were going after we lost. Tam went somewhere else, so that kind of sucks. Like, we just offered him. We just offered Lopez, and he signed elsewhere. Well, if anything else, that means I can kind of double down on this corner. So, targets. Definitely makes it easy because I can just drop 10 with him, offer him the scholarship right now, and then can adjust our scouting. So location is important. Ohio is it's reasonably close. Organization, I mean, at this point, we're not competing against anyone else, so just try to get him as quick as possible. Tam's gone. Comer is still there. His interest is 7. No one else is going after him. I'm trying so hard. Like, he's just waiting us out. Like, I don't want to play for you. And we're just sitting there like, well, you know what? No one else wants you. Come to us. We could offer, we could offer this guy. We lost out on 1 tight end, doesn't mean we have to lose out on 2. Need to scout him. So we will. So you always have multiple options. Who else is out there? Royal Scott, he's already maxed out. What does the scout report say? Cincinnati and Wisconsin are going after him. It's really unlikely that we get him. Cincinnati is ranked number 1 in the country, so even though they're a mid-major, they're still far superior to us. Not much we can really do there. Stephen Davis, I'm pretty sure is... Yeah, we're not getting him. Too much has to happen. We're not getting him either. So I'm pretty sure Oklahoma was going after him. Not Memphis and those guys. And it's possible. It's possible. Probably not, but let's scout him, and we'll just see if he's still hanging around. We'll go there. Scouting for the most part is going to be pretty simple now. We don't have to worry about a whole lot. Still trying to get the punter. And then we'll look at the fullback. Fullback and Inman. Just look at their scouting and kind of see what's going on. West Virginia. We're trying to get this guy, but he's probably not going to come to us. The fullback, though, I think they're, depending on what's going on, we might have enough time to turn his opinion around as a fullback. Not too many people are going to go after him. Give you some play time. Okay. Well, that loss hurt, but you know what? We can bounce back. Resilient bunch. Ow. Not in the top 25 anymore, so that kind of hurts, but that's okay. We'll go to the MAC. It's a big game for us, Northern Illinois. It's snow. Definitely means we need to run the ball. This could be a scary game because we run the ball well, but we don't stop it. So if we can't stop the run, we're going to be in trouble. So let's see what we can do. What I was afraid of. All right, we're 7-2 now. We lost 38-10, dominating. If it's because we couldn't stop the run, I gotta say I'm not surprised. We're a passing team. We can run, but we're a passing team. The sad thing is we actually had the lead. We were up 10-3, and then we didn't score for the rest of the game. And their touchdowns were passing touchdowns. Didn't pass the ball bad. 2 turnovers. Didn't run the ball well. It's a little bit of a problem. Warren minus 27 because of sacks. Perry 87, not 100 yards. No passing touchdowns by our quarterback. That's a first. So that's definitely not a good sign there. We didn't do enough to give ourselves a chance to win. Bottom line, penalties, good. Like about even. So our first loss in the conference. Like I said, that Bowling Green game is coming up. We're going to look at Army. That game ultimately probably is going to decide the division. Let's check our emails, then one more round of scouting, and we'll get the Army game in, and then we'll see what's going to happen from there. Gotta bounce back. Happy. Well, I'm happy too. I'm just not happy that we're losing. Army, they scored 30. I'm assuming they gave up like 26, 31. Not as even as you can get. Passing goes up for Warren Chong. Howard's agility goes up. I like that. Powell, like that. Seeing some of those young guys we drafted doing well, or recruited doing well. Comer went with Texas Tech. Jones, so pretty much we're done. We got our tight end, we got our punter. We're starting to look good, so we can kind of focus in now on what we want to do in terms of just winning games. That said, one more sin. Don't really have to touch recruiting right now. We'll have to find some other ones in the next video, but right now our focus is obviously on trying to get a dub. Start out with a win against Kent State. Let's see if we can bounce back on the road, our final road game of the season, but before we enter our last 2 conference games of the year. So, and let's also see if Bowling Green can help us out by losing, giving us some extra room. Will they? Maybe not. We'll see. And bad time to start losing games. We were so happy with the start. Close, but we couldn't pull it out. But again, it's not a division game. So while being disappointed, we lost 2 games this stream video. 2 of them were on the road. I can't be upset about that, but we know it's ultimately going to come down to what we do in the conference. Eastern Michigan and Bowling Green. All we have to do is beat Bowling Green, regardless of what happens. All we have to do is beat Bowling Green, and we win our division. We'll play in the MAC championship game. If we lose, then we're going to need help. Actually, it doesn't matter. They don't have another game. We have to win that game. Period. Point blank. They don't have another conference game. I saw that. They scored a touchdown in the fourth quarter, middle of the quarter. We were up 27-18, just couldn't hold on defensively. 2 TDs for Chong, again, in a game without 100 yards. We don't have that happen very often, or we haven't this season, so don't like to see that, but, you know, we'll do what we can do. They missed an extra point. We did get an interception, rare. No sacks. Hard to get sacks against this team anyway, because Army tends to, they pass the ball 34 times, more of a running squad. But okay, this is what we're looking at now. We have Eastern Michigan and Bowling Green. So regardless, we have to win that game. Bowling Green has a bye going into our game. That is for the division, bottom line. So we'll see where we're at. And thankfully we're at home. We're at home where we only have 1 loss this season. It was to Northern Illinois in the snow. I'm hopeful that we win that game, but that's kind of what we have. Very straightforward. Eastern Michigan is just icing on the cake. Really, it's about that Bowling Green game. We'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching, and we'll see next week if we're able to win the MAC. And if not, regardless, we're in a bowl game. So we'll see what we can do. Thanks for watching. Make sure you sub to the YouTube channel so you can be notified. There should be another video coming out within the next 24 hours for college basketball, and then Street Fighter in the afternoon Friday. So enjoy the videos. I'll see you all in stream. Have a good day.